Hi, I'm Dana, and it's time for this week's question, and it comes from Amy. And she writes, I've been sleep training my 9-month-old for 2 weeks with wonderful results, but he's waking up too early. What can I do? And I get that question a lot. I hear it a lot, and it's kind of funny sometimes when, that same parent probably would have said 6 months ago, oh, I'd just give anything if he would just sleep more than 5 hours in a row. And then once you get a taste of it, then the next thing I usually hear is, okay, well, how can I get him past 5 a.m.? And I agree. I don't think morning starts until at least 6 a.m. Anything in the fives, even if it's 5:59, is still not acceptable. Not a good way to start your day. But Amy, the good news is that this will most likely fade. It's really common in the first couple of weeks. Again, if you take a 9-month-old, for example, who has had a very fragmented sleep, let's say he's up 4 or 5 times a night for most of his life, and now has started sleeping, let's say, a 10-hour night and waking up around 5, he's probably thinking, oh, I feel pretty good. I had a really good solid night's sleep and I'm ready to get up now. But most people find if you did get him up at 5, he wouldn't have very good stamina. He'd probably be tired, half an hour later, which really sort of messes with your schedule for napping. And again, yuck, it's not good to get up at 5. It's terrible. So what tends to happen is while a baby's reorganizing his sleep and learning how to consolidate nighttime sleep, what they'll often do is wake too early. And that will fade with time. Their body will realize it's good, but it's not enough. Let's sleep that extra hour or that extra 2 hours to really finish off our nighttime. Now, ways you can encourage this to speed along a little is definitely don't get them up any time before 6 a.m. I suggest people make 6 a.m. their minimum. And if he's up at 5, what you can try is going in fairly quickly. And I know I say, for any other night waking, try to wait 5 or 10 minutes. But I find that if you go in for those early morning wake-ups fairly quickly, you will have a better chance. It might not work, but you might have a better chance of convincing him that it's still nighttime and he needs to go back to sleep by, laying him down, giving him back his blankie, tucking him back in, give him some pats or strokes for a minute or two, telling him it's still nighty-night, and that can work. Now, just stay for a few minutes and then leave again, and if he goes back to sleep, great. And if he doesn't, well, then he doesn't. And you'll just need to, keep going in every 10 minutes and reminding him it's nighttime until at least 6 a.m. rolls around. If he's not back to sleep by 6 a.m., then enough might be enough, and you go in and say good morning and turn on the lights and start your day. If he does go back to sleep, great. Then that's a good sign that it's probably going to fade fairly quickly. Okay. Now, another thing to think about is as we're approaching summer, the sun starts coming up a lot earlier. And really, it does wreak havoc with everyone's nighttime sleep. You've probably even found yourself waking in the 6s thinking, oh gosh, I've got another half hour to sleep. But the sun does stimulate us to start waking up, and it definitely will your baby. I mean, we have the luxury of looking at the clock and thinking, it's not time to get up yet. A baby doesn't, and so once they're awake, that might be it for the night. So really work hard in these summer months to make sure your child's room is dark enough. And I mean dark, like try to make it so that hardly any morning sunshine is peeking through, whether it's, you can buy blackout blinds at Home Depot or hardware stores, or even hanging a dark blanket over the curtains can help. But whatever you need to do to keep the morning sun out, you'll probably find that buys you at least an extra hour. Okay, so good news is it'll probably fade. Work hard to encourage him to sleep a little later into at least the 6, and that should solve your problem. So thanks for your question, Amy, and sleep well.